el workbook. ¿Ok?
Muy bien, Tropi.
Hello, are you there?
Carlos.
No, lo que pasa es que el workbook lo tengo yo y lo vamos, si es que alcanzamos, lo tengo acá, mira Maite, es de la semana pasada. No, si la hoja del workbook que esta se la estoy dando, ¿ya? Vamos a hacer un pequeño repaso de esto. Nosotros hicimos el ejercicio 1, ¿cierto? Este me parece que tenemos que seguir del 2 en adelante, si no me recuerdo.
O. C.
Sí, el 1, creo que sí lo hicimos.
Sí, el 1.
Occidental. Dental. Dental.
Ya.
Dental.
Okay, my dear students, we're going to start, okay? And I have to tell you, hello, Kata. I have to tell you that today I'm going to write the people who participate in my class just in order to give you some extra points, okay? Because I was with the 4th C before you, and I had just about 2 people who participated. So just in order to encourage, to motivate you to participate in the class, if you participate a lot, I'm going to give you some extra point at the end of the class, of course, okay? That's the idea, right? And of course, if you just give me one idea or one sentence, okay, 1 extra point. But if you participate a lot, I mean, the amount of extra points depend on your participation, okay? So we're going to start with the exercises. I'm going to just remind you about this passive voice. Sorry. First of all, I'm going to turn off my camera just because you may experience some some internet problems. So that's why, just in order to run fast or faster, I'm going to turn on my camera. And I'm going to record this class. Maybe you can watch it after this class, or for the people who didn't participate today, they can just they can watch it later. Okay, give me a second. I think it's starting recording. Why? No, sorry, no. No, I think that now. I think that now, when the red is on.
Que yo creo que debe ser porque no están con el correo del colegio.
I don't know. Let me check first. Es que si no tiene el correo del colegio, no te lo acepta. Yo creo que tiene que ser más que nada eso, ¿cierto? Sí, delante no tuve problema. Ya, a ver, ahora sí, a ver, veamos. O puede ser porque justo se unieron cuando estábamos iniciando. No. Cata Jorquera, ¿está ahí usted? Cata. Cata Jorquera.
Tiene malo el micrófono, tío. Escribió por el...
Déjame ver. Ya. A ver qué hago. Es que si me dice, Cata, voy a empezar a grabar, a lo mejor la va a sacar de la grabación, pero dice, ¿puede unir usted, por favor? Porque si no, no puedo empezar a grabar. Pero es un problema así como técnico nomás. No tiene nada que ver con un personal. ¿Ya? Permiso, Cata. Ya, ahí empezó a grabar. Y la Cata la sacó. No, súper. So, we're going to start with the class today, and we are going to remind you about the passive voice that we started working in this class, okay? So, the passive forms. We form the passive with the correct form of the verb be. That's very important, the verb be and the past participle. It means that you need the verb be, could be am, is, or are, was, or were, or will be, or have been, for example, and very important, the past participle. Some example, we studied this last class, and just to remind you to remember this kind of activities, okay? That's why I'm reading very fast. This hotel is used by 8,000 visitors a year. That's the present simple. It was built in 1875. That's the past simple. It is being renovated at the moment. That's the present continuous. And here you can see that siendo, okay? It will be reopened next year by the mayor. It will be reopened. That's the future simple. And a new dining room will have been added. That's the future perfect. So we can have many ideas with the passive voice. And also remember that if you want to say who is responsible for the action, you have to use this, by. Example, the bus shelter was destroyed by vandals. The bus shelter was destroyed by vandals. So, we can use the passive with the present past form of the modal verbs. The paintings can be found, this one, and they must have been hidden. And there you have the modal verbs. And also the prepositions. If the prepositions, if the verbs have prepositions, you have to write it just immediately after this. For example, the burgers broke into, the school was broken into. It means the preposition have to be under the verb. Okay? So, another idea. We use the present, or we can say the adverbs specifically, they go immediately before the past participle. For example, I don't know, completely, in this example, you have to use it before the past participle. Can you see completely? It goes with the past participle. But be careful, because with the adverbs of frequency, always, never, etc., they go, or still, just, already, or even go immediately before the verb be. So the library has already been knocked down. Okay? Any question? Sí, es que tengo algunos ruidos por acá. Yo me voy a mover un poquitito, como estoy con el compu, no tengo problema. Me voy a mover al segundo piso y no tengo ruido. Deme un segundito. Segundito. Ok, me estoy moviendo por aquí, me estoy moviendo por aquí. Ya. Ahora espero que no escuche ruido. Ahora sí, Joaquín.
Sí, ahora no se escuchan. Está bien,
Sí,
está bien.
sí, que como estoy con los hijos al lado, entonces por eso era el ruido, o de que están estudiando o están hipnotizados con el televisor. Ok, sigo. So, last class we were working with the exercise number 1. So what we have to do now, we have to do the exercise number 2. You have to rewrite the sentences using by, okay? Look at the example. I have here, the Chinese invented paper about 2,000 years ago. So what you have to do, you have to rewrite these sentences in passive voice. Remember this verb. You have to use it in passive voice, but at the same time, you have to use by. Okay? The Chinese invented paper about 2,000 years ago. So I'm going to give you 1 minute in silence just to rewrite these sentences in passive voice. And if you have, for example, number 5 ready, number 7 ready, you can tell me the sentence, okay? I'm going to wait for you here. I'm just checking the chat. Do you have any answer?
Yo tengo el 3.
Okay, I have number 3, please.
Ah,
Maria sorry, let me try to figure out how you can pronounce this. Slodowska, I think. Okay, please tell me.
ya, es que no estoy segura. Polonium and radium was discovered
Bye.
by Marie Curie.
Okay, so, but you have here polonium and
And
radium,
radium.
2 ideas. So it's was or where?
Ah, were discovered.
Right. Were discovered by Marie Slodowska-Curie. Right. Thank you. Any other student? Any other students? Could be number 2. Please. Number 4. Tell me number 4, please. Yeah, aircraft. The world's first aircraft was built by the Wright brothers. Good. Any other one? I need number 2. Ada Lovelace wrote the first computer program. Sony manufactured the first CD player. The computer giant IBM designed the first successful home computer. Jack Dorsey created Twitter in 2006. And Google bought Yahoo for $1.65 billion. More volunteers, please. Remember that at the end of the class, if you participate, I can give you some extra points.
Teacher, en el chat, Nacho
I'm
dijo
sorry.
uno.
Sorry. No, it's thank you, because I don't have the chat, so I have to move. Jack Dorsey created Twitter. No, it means Twitter, and Ignacio. Twitter was. That's what you have to say. Twitter. That's the subject of the sentence now. Twitter and the rest, please, Ignacio.
Tío, ¿puedo subir un poco?
Yeah, of
Al
course.
5.
Number 5. Yeah, of course.
The first CD player was
Manufactured
by Sony.
by Sony. Right. Nowadays, so strange to have CDs. Even you can see that, for example, cars, the radio cars, or could be, I don't know, computers, they don't have a CD drive. So, I mean, maybe they're kind of extincting the CD. Good. Number 2, Ada Lovelace wrote the first computer program. Number 6, the computer giant IBM designed the first successful home computer. Jack Dorsey, Ignacio, created Twitter in 2006, and Google bought YouTube for $1.65 billion. Any? Okay, Twitter was created. That's correct. That's correct, Ignacio. So, number 7, Jack Dorsey created Twitter in 2006. Twitter was created by Jack Dorsey in 2006, right? Two, 6, and 8 are pending. Remember that we're studying not just a kind of structure, a grammar structure, because I think that passive voice in general are very useful, specifically for a kind of scientific discovery or some new research, because when you finish this school and you go to the university, it's not probably, I think that you are going to study papers which are kind of some news in English, and in those papers you're going to find passive voice, and you have to understand this idea. Okay, for example, if you can read this, Twitter was created, you're going to find this structure in those papers, and you have to understand the idea. Okay, and as I said before, for discoveries, for new research, you're going to find a lot of passive voice in those contexts. So it's not just a kind of grammar structure. I think it's going to be very, very useful. So number 2, number 6, or number 8. Any volunteer, please, for this? No?
Nacho dijo la 8.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I need my phone to check the chat. YouTube was bought by Google for 1.65 billion. Just an idea about Google, YouTube, Twitter. These ideas, remember, for example, Facebook, or could be Apple, just started with a very simple idea. But now the owners of these companies are really, really millionaire. What I'm trying to say is not specifically about money. The point is that if you want to, or if you have a dream, you have to follow your dream. And maybe you can develop this idea that you have on your mind. Maybe. Yeah, tell me. Oh, good. Please, Ada Lovelace wrote the first computer program, and the computer giant IBM. I think that, I don't know, but that's me. I haven't seen IBM computers for a long time. Some people say that the IBM computers are very, very good, but big companies, they have IBM computers. But it's my experience. I mean, it's not possible. Maybe if you go to Falabella or Paris and you buy an IBM computer, maybe it's not very common. But that's my experience. Thank you. I'm going to the first computer program was okay. Tabata, good. But what you have to remember is that sorry, what was that? So, that's number 2. You have to be careful because this is with the past participle. So it's the third column, write, wrote, written. So the first computer program was written by Ada Lovelace. Good. And I forgot about number 1. Number 1 and number 6, please.
$2,000 years ago, paper was invented by the Chinese.
Okay. Paper was invented by the Chinese about, can you see, 2,000 years ago? Wow. Thank you. That's Andres. I can recognize your British accent, my dear. And then last one, the computer giant IBM designed the first successful home computer.
The first successful home computer was designed by the giant computer IBM.
IBM, right. I think that you can see that nowadays the computer are getting stronger, more powerful, and at the same time smaller or maybe lighter. Because I remember when I was at the university, I bought a computer was very big, but not very powerful. And the hard disk was just about 20 gigas. Can you imagine 20? It means that, for example, a flash drive, a pen drive today, it's bigger than was my computer. So now the same idea. Complete the sentences in the passive, but you have to use this: must, might, should, can, could, can, or can't. Okay? But be careful because it's not just to write. You have to discover what kind of tense we are using. Because you can say here, for example, number one, helmets must be worn, must have been worn, must, I don't know, be, etc., etc. So you have to figure out or discover the correct tense, okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute, and in that minute, I'm going to look for my phone, which is in the other room, just to check if you write something on the chat, okay? So I'm going to give you 1 minute, and on that time, you have to try to do the exercises, and I'm going to look for my phone just to check the chat, okay? Give me a second, please. I am here. I'm going to check the chat.
Ya creo que tengo la una.
Okay, please, can you tell me number one?
Estoy segura. Helmets must be worn.
Okay,
No sé.
right. Right. Very good. Now I can see the chat. Good. Next one. Or could be number 6 if you have number 6. If you want to speak, I think, that's I think in English. Okay, tell me number 6. Are you sure your bag was stolen? Yeah, maybe, but let me help you. Look at the first part. Are you sure your bag was? So it means that the action not happened now. I mean, in the past. So I'm not talking about that it was or were because we have could. But you say, for example, podría ser tomado. No, podría haber sido. That's the idea. How can you say that for number 6? Can you help me again? Haber sido, that's the point, right? No, podría haber. How do you say haber? That's the point. Yeah. And remember that, yeah, could have. And people in English, they say could have instead of could have. It's more common when you're speaking to say could have. Good. Any other one?
The 7,
Number 7, okay.
don't throw that plastic bag away. It can be used again.
It can be used again. But nowadays, plastic bag, well, we use like another kind of bags. Any other one? You can write through the chat. Who I have here? Matías Menares. Hello, Matías. Cata, hello. You can help me. Javiera Pérez. Marco, María Cisterna. Hello, you can help me. Sofía, Valentina Vidal, Yulisa, please help me. If you help me, I can give you some extra point. Remember.
I can go for the 8 question.
Okay. My phone has run out of power again.
It could no. It
Can-
ay, se me fue.
It can't.
It can't have been researched properly.
Right. Very good. But also, if you wrote, for example, it can be recharged, I think that's correct too. More volunteers, please. I need number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Marco. Well, that's the let me find that's number 5, right? These vouchers can be exchanged. Yeah, remember, Marco, exchange the letter D because the passive voice need the verb in past participle, the column number 3. Write, wrote, written, work, worked, worked. That's the point. Good, Marco. Thank you. Number 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, sorry. Volunteers, I'm here waiting for you. I'm eager to help you and to give you some extra points.
I
But
have
depends on you.
4.
Okay,
Pero no sé
Florencia,
si quiere alguien participar, como, o lo digo nomás.
just tell me, Florencia.
¿Cuál era?
And 4?
Ah, sí. That homework should have been handed in days ago.
Sobre. Oh, yeah,
No,
right.
la 4.
Yeah, right. And remember that it's written should have been handed, but some people say should have. Should have.
Profe,
Tell me
tengo la 2.
number 2.
It must have been stolen.
Right. Okay, what's your name? Diego?
Sí.
Correct. Okay. It must have been stolen. It must have. Must have. Right. Number 3. Marco, number 1 is ready. Is worn. If the weather's bad tomorrow, the athletics tournament is easy. No, Marco, that's not F. No worries. Todavía no entiendo lo de la F, pero algún día lo entenderé. ¿Qué significa? Anyway. No? If the weather's bad tomorrow, the athletics tournament might. Come on, are you there? Come on, boys and girls. Might be cancelled. Might be cancelled. Dear students, any question, any problems about this passive voice? No?
No, teacher.
Any question? Any question? Any problem with the passive voice? That's what I said. Okay, just to organize your time, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, okay? Not all the classes, of course, we're just checking grammar, okay? We're going to use this using the passive voice, this exercise number 1, this exercise number 2, and then I'm going to give you these workbook exercises, could be as a homework. Next class, we're going to check the exercises and then I can give you some extra point, okay? So we're going to finish this today, but before that, we're going to do the exercise number 1 and number 2, okay? And of course, next week, we're going to watch a video about these designer babies. Remember that we talk about that. So let me explain you this. So again, with number 1 and number 2, we're going to finish. Using the passive. We use the passive when we don't know or don't want to say who or what is responsible for the action. You can say, my phone was made in China. So in this situation, we don't mention the person who made the phone, just the action. We can also use the passive for stylistic reasons, especially to allow the main focus of the sentence to be the subject of the verb. So, one of my favorite paintings is Van Gogh's Starry Night. It was painted in 1888. So you're talking about, for example, your favorite painting and when it was painted. Of course, you mentioned Van Gogh, but you're talking more than that. With the verbs that often have 2 objects, ask, award, give, offer, owe, pay, send, show, teach, tell, etc. Either object can be the subject of the passive sentence. For example, maybe you don't understand this, the 2 objects, but with the verb tell, for example, when we use the verb tell, we have the subject, the verb tell, and then the person and another idea. That's two objects. For example, she told me something. Me and something are considered like the two objects, because you cannot say the idea she told me, but she told you what. Okay, she give to me the answers, for example, me and the answers. That's the two object. So in this idea, you can have two passive voice. They send me a DVD. Can you see me and the DVD, the two objects? They send me a DVD in the post. So you can say, I was sent, se me envió, I was sent a DVD in the post. That's one possibility with passive voice. Or you can also say a DVD was sent to me in the post. A DVD was sent to me. So here you have two chances. It is much more common for the indirect object, usually a person, like the letter A, to be the subject of the passive sentence. Okay? Now, what you have to do, you have to rewrite the sentences in the passive, but make the underlined words the main focus. It means Panasonic are going to release a new kind of TV, so the sentence in passive voice start with this, with a new kind of TV. Okay? So, 1 minute again to do the exercise. I will be here. I'm going to give you some extra point if you participate in this class. You have 6 sentences. Scientists in Oxford are building a quantum computer, a very powerful computer. Van Gogh painted this picture. This is the subject of the passive voice. J.K. Rowling wrote all the Harry Potter novels. Jim Carrey, the Hollywood actor, will host the next award ceremony. And Henry Ford designed the Model T, one of the earliest motor cars. Okay, please. Yeah?
La 2.
Number 2, please try to speak English, Flo.
Se me olvida. It's with the by, ¿cierto? Como,
Not necessary. Number 2.
porque lo tenía como a quantum computer is being building
Be careful.
by
I'm
science.
sorry. I'm sorry, Flo. That's okay, but partially. It means if you say a quantum computer is being building, you're saying está siendo construyendo. You have to say está siendo construido. That's what you have to say.
It's been
Built.
Yeah.
By scientists in Oxford. Good. Any other one? Remember that you can write your answers in the chat and I can be your voice. No more students. Come on. I'm here.
La Maite escribió en el chat.
Okay, let me check. Thank you. This picture was painted by Van Gogh in right. That's correct. This picture was painted by Van Gogh in 1890 and given to a friend. Yeah, remember, Maite, that it's not gay because you have to use the column number 3. Give, gave, given. Right. Any other one? Any other one? What about
Teacher,
Colin? Tell me. Tell me.
J.K. Rowling no,
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Es que estoy acostumbrada a decirlo en español.
Don't worry. But the sentence must start with all the Harry Potter novels.
J.K. Rowling has no.
No. Sorry. It start with this. All the Harry Potter novels. That's the first part of the sentence. All the Harry Potter novels.
Wrote
No, sorry. You have to
Teachers.
say fueron escritas.
have been wrote.
No, you say have been written. Habían sido escritas. No, you have to say fueron escritas.
Being
No, with
written?
was aware.
Yeah. Was wrote.
Write, wrote, written.
Was written. Yeah. All the Harry Potter novels between 1996 and 27.
All the Harry Potter's novels were written because you're talking about plural. Okay? Were written by J.K. Rowling between 1996 and 2007. Good. Any other volunteer, please? Any other volunteer? I'm here. Please tell me.
The next award ceremony.
Yeah?
No sé, lo pensé bien y no se me fue la idea. The next award ceremony
Will
will be hosted by Jim Carrey, the Hollywood actor.
Right. Good. Thank you. I need number 1. This is very easy. And the last one.
I have the one.
Okay, tell me.
A new kind of TV will be released
Release.
by Panasonic next
Okay,
year.
you say a new kind of TV will be or is going to?
It's going to
Be in past participle is regular.
released.
Released. A new kind of TV is going to be released by Panasonic next year. Good. Right. Tell me. Mhm. Okay. The Model T, one of the earliest motor car. Right. Mhm. Good. Very, very good. Rewrite the sentences in the passive. Remember, it's usually the direct object which become the subject. In the next one, you have to write in the passive voice, but be careful with the following words. Me, in this case, is going to be the subject. Okay, can you see my? Maybe you're not going. Yeah, I think you're right. So you don't have to say me, you have to say I. Okay? So for the number 2, the school awarded my brother. My brother is the subject of the passive voice. The hotel managers chose us. So this is we. My grandfather has told me. Tell me.
Es que no sé si es mi internet o se quedó pegada a su pantalla.
Eso estoy viendo, por eso estaba revisando aquí que no la veo y tampoco. Porque la tengo aquí en el teléfono, entonces me veía solamente yo. A ver si me parece. Ahí sí está cargando. Ahí sí. Sí, ahí la puedo ver. So, again, remember that this, in number 2, my brother is the subject of the passive voice. The hotel manager showed us as it's we. My grandfather has told me that's I. They paid my friend, that's my friend. They offer me, I is the passive voice. The police showed us the suspect. The suspect is the subject of the sentence. Arthur Rubinstein taught my grandmother. So my grandmother is the subject. Okay? So be careful with the subject in the passive voice. My aunt gave me. So I was given because I'm using this. So for number 2 is my brother, as I told you. For number 3 is us, which is we, me, I, my friend, it's the subject, me again, I, the suspect, and my grandmother. Okay? This is what you have to do. ¿Me quedé pegado?
No, según yo
El
está
libro,
bien.
¿se ve? Yeah, sorry. Again, if you have number 5 ready or number 6, just tell me. It's not necessary in order.
The
Please.
number 2.
Okay.
My brother
Okay,
was awarded
correct. And the rest of the sentence? First prize for
for
art.
first prize for art by the school.
Right. Good. Good. Remember, number 3 is with we. The hotel manager showed us our room. Se nos mostró. Tell me. Cada, you can participate. Javier, please tell me. Sorry. Who is that? Diego.
Our room was showed by the
Mm.
hotel manager. Oh, no.
Our rule was shown. Okay, correct. But I need with us. So the sentence are with we. Se nos mostró. How can you say that? We. Because
We have been showed.
we were shown. Se nos mostró. If you say have, se nos había mostrado, se nos ha mostrado, something like that. But you have to say, we were shown. Se nos mostró. We were shown our room by the hotel manager. Thank you, Diego. Any other volunteer, please? Many times. Yeah, I have been told. Se me ha contado. Maybe that's strange for us in Spanish to say I have been told, but maybe in songs sometimes you can find this structure. Se me ha dicho muchas veces, maybe in songs. In my opinion, it's not very common, but it's correctly used. In number 5, remember the sentence start with my friend. In number 6 with I, number 7 the suspect, and number 8 my grandmother. You can chat. Okay, Matías Menares. My grandmother was taught the piano by Arthur. Right, very good. Was taught. Taught is the past participle of teach. Teach, taught, taught. Good, very good, Matías. I'm going to consider your name.
I have the 6.
Okay, Florencia, tell me.
I was offered
Right.
for my money back.
No, I was offered my money back.
My money back by day, but I refused.
But I refuse. Yeah, they is not necessary. Okay. Next one. You can write, remember. Number 5 and number 7. Numbers 5 start with my friend.
Number 5.
Please start this.
They have been paid
No,
To my
start
friend?
with my friend. No, with my friend. A mi amigo, my friend.
My friend have been paid?
No, sorry.
Thank-
Let me tell you this in Spanish. I'm so sorry. Ellos le pagaron a mi amigo. So you have to
Ah.
say, a mi amigo se le pagó. How can you say that?
To my friend,
No, my friend.
my... Es que en español literalmente es to my friend, a mi amigo.
Bueno, claro. But my friend.
My friend have been paid.
No, if you say se le ha pagado, we have to say se pagó.
Ah, yeah. My friend was paid.
Right.
I
20
see.
pounds to hand
20
out. Eso se le pagó por repartir panfleto. And Matías Menares, the suspect was shown the CCTV footage by the police. Right. Was shown. Okay. Correct. Good. So, my dear students, I'm going to give you a task for next class, okay? I'm stop showing. And let me write the name of the people who participated today. Don't leave the room, please. Don't leave it. I'm going to write the names. This is, give me a second. The people, you can correct if I am wrong, okay? Andrés Tapia, Diego Medina, Florencia Cerda, Ignacio Demian, Maite Medina, María Cisterna, Matías Menares, and that's it. Marco Pino also. Did I miss any of you? No? Again? Okay. Again? Yeah. Ya, Tabata Macías también lo voy a anotar aquí. Tabata. Ay, se me corrió. Tabata Macías. Okay. Okay, my dear students, let me tell you this. For next class, you're going to have a week to do this workbook exercise. So look, this is the announcement for today, but last class, we have this workbook and just one page. You have to do this, okay? It's in Classroom and you have to download it. You can print it, you can take a picture as you want and send me, could be a photo by mail, or if you want, you can do it by WhatsApp, okay? I have no problem with that. And we consider with some extra point, okay? Well, my dear students, thank you for your attention. Thank you for the class today. And I hope to see you next class. And I hope that you understood the explanation of the passive voice. And next class, we're going to use we're going to watch a video about some designer babies, okay? But that's for next class, okay? Thank you very much. And remember to do the workbook exercises. Next class, we're going to check it, right? And I can give you some extra points. So the deadline is before Tuesday, before next week, okay? That's it. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Teacher, cuídese.
Teacher.
Bye. Have a lovely day.